Okay, we are going to do the C sharp or D flat, right there, major scale. Now, I have these little cards that are left on the C scale. Now, here's a little trick, is if you are going and doing a scale that's just raised up a little bit, 1/2 step, that means everything gets raised up a 1/2 step. But you should use the scale formula, so whole step, and I guess that could stay there. Whole step, 1/2 step, whole step, whole step, whole step here, 1/2 step. So this is what the pattern looks like for the C sharp or the D flat major scale. So another way to think of this, so if you know that you're doing the C sharp or the D flat scale and you can just memorize this, this will help you out. Everything is flat except for F and C. I think finding ways to think of things differently to make life easier on you is a very smart thing to do. So when I was memorizing this scale, this is how I memorized it. I said, okay, well, everything's flat except for F and C. I just memorized that, because it's easier to remember a few notes that are different than all of these notes that are different, if that makes any sense. So it's not like I'm thinking like this, okay, F and C are my natural notes, but then I got to remember D flat, E flat, G flat, A flat, B flat, and D flat are my flat notes. That's a lot of stuff to remember. So I just do this. Everything's flat except for F and C. That's how I memorized it. Now, just a little note, advice for you. When you go to the third note and you have to hit that F, it is very common for people to hit the E either by mistake, well, I guess always by mistake, instead of the F. But sometimes they hit the E because they're not very accurate hitting these keys. Sometimes they hit the E because they think that's the correct note. So just be mindful that it's F and not E. And same thing's true up here. When you get to the C, make sure you're actually playing the C and not the B by mistake. It's sometimes really easy to play the B over and over and over again by mistake and learn the scale wrong. So this is the C sharp or D flat major scale.